I am Chris Leiker, and I had acute leukemia. I remember handing the ER nurse my paperwork that I'd received from the blood work that I had gotten. She gave the papers to the doctors. Then I was back in a room and they were hooking up IVs to me. Going through my mind is, this must be something big, it must be something major that needs to be acted on so quickly. When I knew what was going on, I instantly broke down. Mentally at first, you know, I was gung-ho. Let's knock it out. I know I can get through this. Dr. McGurk, he had basically said, you know, I think we need to look at a transplant. And I said, Doc, if that's what we need to do, that's what we need to do. It was about 3 to 4 weeks until they had found a perfect match for me. Through this transplant, it's really like almost getting just regular blood, like if you're going into the hospital and you need to get some blood. And that's kind of where the real work started for the transplant process. It was a tough road getting there. It was even tougher afterward. There's a lot of times where you can find yourself being negative and not necessarily knowing what the future may hold, because this is very tough mentally to kind of get through. That's probably the toughest part, is the mental side of it. The hope from the medical side really came from the confidence in the doctors that I was seeing at the time. The doctors were very tentative to not only the medical needs, but really the personal needs. And so there's a personal connection that comes along with it. The care was hands down, you know, the best that I've ever received in any medical setting. The hope from the personal side came from my now wife. We have 2 kids, August, who's 9, and then we have Everett, who's 1.5. You know, when you talk about a family perspective, right? It's the things you don't think about, such as telling somebody that you love them more than you probably should. You just never know, you know, when may be your last day. So the last thing you want to do is not get that chance. Family and friends absolutely made all the difference in the world.